Hello, my friends. So, if the date today, July the 20th, is your birthday, this is a reading for you for this year. It's a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome card or a synopsis card of what has transpired along the way. So, your general energy card of the year is the desert. You may face this some points in this year or a point in this year where you feel absolutely out of your element, alone in the desert, without your water, without your guidance, traveling paths that you can't see, yearning for food, yearning for moisture, for water, for cleansing, yearning for some kind of understanding of where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to live through this, whatever you're facing. So, the desert in our soul. The desert is also a place of very bright light in the daytime and very deep darkness at night. So the desert is also that place of pure potential and pure possibility and pure trust, if you can find it, that you're going to be you're going to be given water, you're going to be given food, you're not really alone, and that if you have some kind of pain or problem that you really need to see, you need to look at it. You will have to look at it because the desert reduces life to what is really important. The issues of kind of the sense of life and death may even come up around the desert. So you have to look at what is important, and you have to let the glaring light of the daylight sun of the desert really shine some light on old issues that have kept you away from things that would help you, away from people that might help you, away from belief systems that might help you, and learn how to cleanse with your sight what you need to change and heal and forgive and move on from. It's also the dark night, which says this is a highly intuitive place. There's lots of visioning that comes. There's lots of speaking with critters and beings and self that you may not be able to do in the regular world that has so many distractions and so many things that stop us from being aware of ourselves, or at least allowing of ourselves to pull up old things that we need to heal. We can get very limited and short-sighted in our everyday lives, that the desert calls us to pay really deep attention and to really face what's important to us, and to find the way that the desert talks to us about healing it. So what is your challenge this year? Well, the challenge is in the Daughter of Cups, who is normally someone who, really understands that they need to be cleansed. They need to find quiet pools. They need to find places of reflection to look at themselves. They need to find they're in places where their intuition is deep, where the waterfalls are cleansing them, that the river is gently moving them, that they're surrendered to an easy and kind flow. So that's your challenge. Surrendering, believing that this can be an easy and kind flow, believing that you're in some kind of cleansing time, even if it looks challenging to you, and believing that you're not connected to your intuition, which this card says you are very connected into your intuition, and you have to give it its due, and you have to give it more power often than what you're giving your mind to. So this is the challenge, is to not just stay in your mind and stay in your pain and stay in your victimhood, but to go into your intuitions, go into your healing work, go into your forgiveness, go into your hearing other things beside your own mind talking to you. Listen for spirit, listen for the sacred, listen for the waters. This is stepping into the river. Your challenge is to step into the river and allow yourself and surrender to the current. But that's what you got to do. That's what the river is calling for you to do. That's what the Daughter of Cups calls for you to do. Become the healer of your emotional pain. Let the river cleanse it. Let other people support you. Let yourself support you. Go deep into your allowance and forgiveness and movement. So what is the action you have to take? Well, it's the antelope. It calls for you to have swift action this year. If you feel like it's the right time to do something, do it. If it's the right time to jump, jump. The antelope is swift movement. It is do it now. It feels right. Do it now. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Don't just, again, rely on your mind. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your intuition. Be the daughter of cups. Listen to understand that sometimes you need to run quickly and do something fast in order to have something happen for the greatest benefit of yourself and for others. So this is a healing card that says swift action will need to be taken this year in order for you to keep getting yourself out of the desert, and trusting that your swift action will lead you to some place that's very profound and healing for you, even though you might not think it at first, but if you feel it, that's the key. Feel into your intuition and trust your need to move fast and do it now. Make your changes, make your choices, and move into it with decisive action. So what is the outcome card? Well, it's this beautiful card that says you will be connected to your essence. You will be connected to your intuition. It sits on the left side of your head. This is, I think, very get out of your mind, get into your awareness, your hyper awareness, your sacred awareness. Listen to the ancestors, listen to the guides, listen to your animals. I see a little dog here that wants to talk. So maybe this is about communing and allowing the critters and the animals that are your familiars and your pets to really comfort you and talk to you and lead you on some place that your human part of you is really blocked to doing. So you have to shut off your mind and open to your heart and open to your deep connections of compassion and joy and love, and play and not feel so bound to be in the desert of your pain and stay in the desert of your inability to do healing work on yourself and allow yourself and heal yourself and forgive yourself. So it's a very profound year to either face yourself and move with the river and go through the desert and trust that water will always be there even if you're in the desert, and come to a better place of honoring your sacred intuition, honoring your sacred knowing, honoring your sacred instincts, and getting out of your head and back into your body, back into your body consciousness, back into your sacred depth of authenticity. And this is a powerful year of finding your authenticity and having guides help you connect into the spirit realm. Have the guides help you this year. That's really what they're talking to you. Someone's knocking at your door. Someone's in that desert that's going to speak to you out of the blue, out of the sky, out of the cactus, out of the scorpion that comes up to talk to you, out of the rattlesnake that slithers around your feet. They have voices that need to be heard by you. So open yourself to that divine mystery, that divine connection, and let them speak. They'll tell you something very sacred and something often very secret that you alone need to know and you alone need to work with, and it's going to be a miraculous year that way. Let it be. Ahoma Takwiyasa.